calling the internet police.
Hey, what's up? This is Phyzzysoda, and this is my second episode for my Heroes of the Storm guide. In this episode, I will be playing through the tutorial. So, if you are new to the game, the tutorial should pop right up. Otherwise, if it doesn't pop right up or you want to play through the tutorial again, you can go down in the bottom right corner, and there's a settings wheel. Click that. The first option is tutorials. If you click on this, it'll pull up the tutorial page. Now, your first time you play through Introduction, Basic, and Advanced, you'll get gold. Those three total up to 1,000 gold, and if you played this a long time ago, there wasn't gold. They updated this in a patch, so if you play through it for the first time, you will get 1,000 gold for these three. Training is just like training mode in the play mode category. So we're going to start out in the introduction here, and we're going to play through, and I'll let you guys know what's happening and kind of how to play the game. So let's get started. So in this, we're going to be playing as Raynor. He's from StarCraft, not my favorite character in this game, but definitely a fun hero in general. And in the tutorial, he is kind of confused because he appears in the Nexus, which is where we're at for Heroes of the Storm. And Uther is your guide during this. He lets you know what's happening. He's kind of a little weird and gives you hints sometimes not really necessary. So at first here, this is just a little clip of him walking in, and I guess these are some Zergs. I've never played StarCraft 2 or even StarCraft 1, so whatever those things are, he's shooting them, and then he gets teleported, and Uther starts to explain what's happening. So he gets grabbed, and now he is in the Nexus. So Uther's going to let us know kind of what's happening now. Uther is from Warcraft, if you do not know. He was originally Arthas, the Lich King's mentor, and was killed by Arthas. So he is dead, and there are a few other heroes that in these lores are dead, but in this reality they are alive, which is really cool. They brought a bunch of awesome people together from Azeroth, as you can see. And I think this one's from StarCraft. I'm not 100% sure. Core Hall, maybe? Like I said, I haven't played StarCraft, so not a big knowing on that front. Sanctuary, and they call it Heroes of the Storm because it's just all of them put together, and yeah, so it's really cool. So he's going to teach us a few moves, basic general stuff, tell us how to move. So he's going to tell us how to move there, and right-clicking is how you move in this game, so basically wherever I right-click, it's going to move me there. And that's about it for moving. It's not like other games like in WoW or WASD. It is more like a Warcraft game. A point and click, you're going to go there. You can move the camera around, you can lock the camera, stuff like that. So, now we moved here. We're going to do some basic shooting against minions now. So with this, it's just a minion, and we're gonna shoot him by clicking A, which is attack, and then we're gonna click the minion. Raynor will auto attack the minion, and he will kill the minion. So you don't have to click A every time. He's gonna tell us in a second that we can click A and then click the ground, and that will let us just auto attack everything. So like I just did, I can click the ground, and it's gonna attack all enemies within that little area. You can also right click just the target you want to attack, and it will attack just that target. So there's a few different ways that you can attack enemies. What I like to do most of the time is click A and then click the ground if I want to soak. If there's an enemy hero, then I will definitely try to focus them down. If I'm ranged, I can sit back and attack them while I soak XP from lanes. So I know Uther's talking during all of this, and I feel like I'm covering him up a bit, but once you play through, definitely listen to him when in the game, unless you've played other MOBAs. I will say, if you have played other MOBAs, this one, compared to others, is very similar, and some people would say simpler. I think it is a very team-oriented game, obviously, with the team levels, but this one takes a lot more group strategy instead of just, you know, run around by yourself like other MOBAs would be. So, this kind of tutorial area isn't an actual map, it is just separate for the tutorial area, and this is kind of like one of the maps, which is the tribute map. I always forget the names for these, but basically it's like a Raven map. So Diablo summons, he's your arch nemesis in this, which is cool because he's from Diablo and you're from StarCraft, and then Uther's from Warcraft. So all different universes already together, and you're versing each other. So we're going to try and take out Diablo during the tutorial a few times, and at one point I think you get aggressive, and he definitely beats you, but it's definitely fun to play. The tutorial is awesome because, like I already said, it gives you gold and is nice. He just hearth, that's the hearth animation, but we're going to end up learning a few more tricks. They're going to give us our skill set for Raynor, his abilities. So this first one down here is Q. As I hover over it, you can see that there's a line coming out of him. If I click Q, I can move around and see which way I want to shoot it. Once I click away, like right now, it's hovering, and you can see that they're highlighted. Those red, that means that basically I'm going to hit all of them, as long as they're not moving. Of course, people can try and dodge these attacks, but so I'm going to click, and it's going to kill them all. It's a really great move. And with this, if it doesn't kill something, it is going to push it back, so you can try and help your team by pushing some people back and get better positioning. Or push them away from your team, keep them in with your team, whatever you kind of want. So, and it does quite a bit of damage compared to auto attacks, and is very helpful for hitting multiple targets at once. So now we're going to be working against waves, and they've given us our W. And for Raynor, that is Inspire. It's going to give, as you can see, it's going to give 30% bonus attack speed for 12 seconds for anyone. At first, I thought they had to be in this area when you activated it, but once you activate W, it's anyone that walks into that radius. So if you're in that radius, you're going to get it, no matter what, as long as it's going. So that's for 12 seconds. I think in-game it's only for 4 seconds, but for this, it is for 12 just to help out with things. So we're going to click Inspire, and we're going to get going. We're going to go down here and see if we can kill a bunch of them at once with our Q. So as you can see, we'll do that. Bam, got 3 of them down. I'm going to click Inspire again, keep our attack speed going a lot faster than normal. As you can see, after you use a move, there are cooldowns for each of these, so you do need to be aware of the cooldowns and when they are up, when they are down, stuff like that. Also, as you can see, we can't see enemies that are off of the screen at the moment. If they are off of the screen, then that means that we can't see them. They're out of vision. You have to have a certain amount of vision. You can see here. Down here in the bottom right is the mini-map. You can click on this to move around, but you can also click on the map to move around. Right-click, that is. It doesn't matter which one you do, as long as you have a preference or you like one way or another. Now we're going to go up, and I think we're going to face Diablo up in the top. So he's saying, you know, like, all this stuff about eating you and burning you and stuff like that, of course. So what we can do is click L. That's going to unlock the camera, and we can click over here on the minimap in the bottom right up where Diablo is. So our minions are already attacking him. He's at half health. He's weak. We're going to go get him, kill him really quick. So we'll go back to my camera in a second. I'm going to press to click up here. Spacebar does give you this blue light and automatically goes back to you. So if I click that, it's going to come back to me. I scroll over here, bam, it's back to me. But we're gonna click to go up there, and we're gonna click L again to lock the camera. I like my camera locked. I know a few people that leave it unlocked. Both ways are great. I play either way. It just depends. So now we're gonna 1v1 against Diablo. We're gonna click W for that attack speed. We'll Q to get him back because he's a melee. We're ranged. Keep him further away is always a good thing. We're just gonna blow him to bits. So he's dead. Easy kill. GG, we just won. Beat Diablo. Come at me, bro. Now, in-game, as the game goes on, it is different. This is just a tutorial to get you kind of knowing what happens. Now, I'm clicking B to go back, which is Hearthstone. In other games, it's called backing, whatever it may be. But it's the B button in this game, means Hearthstone. You're going back to your core, which is right here. So basically, in the tutorial, it's just getting you familiarized with the game. It's not going to be teaching you anything in specific with, you know, how much damage you're doing or if this hero is actually good in-game. So it really depends on once you get in-game, playing with friends, playing with random people, and you can see strengths and weaknesses of each character. So now we're gonna try and push down a lane with our group. I think it's just me and Uther for this. I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, I've only played through the tutorial maybe once or twice. Sorry about background noises. The phone rang a second ago, and I'm trying to talk, and also Uther's talking, and I feel bad for talking over him. But we're gonna be doing our own thing, and if you do want to hear the audio, I can just shut up, I guess, but you guys don't know because it's not like I'm streaming. So The only way that you'll be able to hear the audio is probably if you listen really hard behind me, but you could just play the game. So attacking a tower by yourself is a very bad decision. As you can see, these towers are blowing Stitches away. I really don't have to do much besides just sit there and watch him die. If someone gets too close to the towers early game, it is definitely an easy kill, and you want to make some easy work of them. Get that XP. It's very helpful. So what we're doing right now is we're just going down this single lane in the bottom right. You can see here that there is a mini-map, and we're just going to be pushing down. Now, the towers have these range indicators in this, but in-game, I don't think they actually have a range indicator. And these towers are not that hard to kill. These seem pretty easy in this, but I think in-game they are quite a bit harder, depending on which hero you are. So we're just plowing through this stuff because there's no one really trying to defend or anything. So we just did really good, and I think that we have some enemies coming that are going to try and stop us. And getting greedy in this game is not a good thing, as you'll see. If you stay for too long, sometimes people will come up and they will be able to pick you off because, you know, you're out of mana, you're low health, you got no minions left around you, you're out in the open. Especially as Raynor, you don't have really an escape route. You don't have that, like Vala has vaults, and a few other people have these moves that let them quickly dash away. With Raynor, you're kind of there, or you're dead. So, you gotta be careful as to what you do. So with him, if you are in too deep, you better beware that, you know, Uther's not with you to heal you. As you see, you can die in this game. Stitches already died, now you died. You don't actually die, the character doesn't die. Obviously, Uther's dead in the lore, but he's here. So, in the Nexus, you're there, and if you die, you basically just blow up. Ragdoll animations are great in this game, but you do come back and you respawn. As the games go on, the timers get longer. Beginning game's a couple seconds. Late game is about 60 seconds. So that's a good minute you're out of the game. So you want to be very careful about dying. You do not want to die unless it's like... If you're Diablo, his trait is you can have a quicker respawn timer if you kill enough minions and collect their souls. Now, Uther's going to tell us how to mount up here, which is down here. It's the Z button on the keyboard, so you can click that on the keyboard, click it down here. Either way works. Same with any of these moves. So I just shifted the camera, and I'll double click to go back. I like to keep mine locked just because I don't like flinging the mouse around and moving everything around. You can do that definitely, like I already said, but in my opinion, I just like to keep it locked. Sometimes I'll move it just to check a few things. So we're going to come in here and focus Stitches down, and I'm going to try and stay a little bit back and keep him kind of damaged. We're gonna work him down, and I think we're gonna be able to get him. So we got him down easy. Uther has a stun. Uther can heal. Uther is a great character, and even if Uther dies, I know I'm saying Uther a lot. Even if Uther dies, he is incredible because he can still heal once he's dead, but he only can do that for a few seconds. Now, it's saying to get out of the tower range every time that I'm the only one standing there. In the game, of course, it's not going to give you these reminders. You're going to want to be careful about all this stuff in-game because Uther's helping you in this. He gives you definitely great hints, great pointers, gives you all these things and tells you about the game. But once you actually do get in the game, he's not there to baby you. Even if someone picks the character, he doesn't tell you, hey, dude, you better do something or else you're gonna die. So you gotta watch out about those things. If you are new to the game and you have no clue what's happening and no clue what any of these characters are and you've made it this far, that's awesome. And basically, just I would say give the game a try. You definitely need a decent computer to run this. I will say you can't just run it on anything, but it is not an incredibly hard game to run. The low graphics are easy to run, and you can work something out with that. I like PC games better than anything, and they are more fun to me just because I have a pretty solid PC. So I would recommend playing the game. I know it's not on Xbox One, PS4, but that's alright. So we just won. As you saw, the core exploded. The core percentages were at the top. It went to 0%, and we won. Diablo and Stitches, they're mad. They are just not taking it. And so they summoned their buddies in, all of their evil people from all these different games and stuff. And so we're like, hey, we got some people to come help us. That's cool. We got the best of the best over here. We'll 5v5 you. So that's the basics of the game. And those are the buttons that you need to know. Q, W, and E are going to be the ones that are very important. R is your heroic, which will come up later. I'm going to leave the episode at here since I feel like it was a good amount of time, and I hope that you enjoyed what I said. There was a few parts where I probably was talking too long or this or that, but I'm just trying to give you basic pointers. I would definitely recommend playing through it. And now we're back at this screen. Of course, you can play through further tutorial modes. I will have some more videos out going through some of the user interface of this, and also I'll have some gameplay coming out. Not just your regular gameplay, we'll have some cool gameplay. I'm going to be live streaming on here as well. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will talk to you later. Peace out.